lab is very important. When you collect naturalistic data, you have very rich insights about human interaction and human ways of making sense of things. But you lose control, and that's what the lab can give you.
Running an experiment in a lab is one great way to isolate a causal effect. So because you're in a lab, you're able to control for a number of different confounding conditions and make sure that your intervention is truly due to the intervention and not something else.
So when I was running my study here in the Behavioural Research Lab, it was really great because first of all, I could run a lot of students or participants at the same time. So the computer lab, you have 20 computer cubicles, so you can actually get a large number of participants in a relatively short period of time. I was also conducting studies where we measured process tracing, so where people actually look on the screen, and we also measured reaction times. So the equipment here in the lab was really excellent for that.
To use the lab meeting rooms to undertake those interviews, and also focus groups where we brought together a larger number of participants, and we were able to use the video and audio recording facilities that the lab provided.
At BRL, you can literally test 400 or 500 people in a matter of 2 or 3 days. Lab manager invites participants, and you have hundreds of them sign up in a matter of seconds.
Another thing about doing research in general is that it can be quite hard to access participants. Having a lab which has a dedicated participant pool is really beneficial because it allows you to very quickly scale up your ideas and reach diverse participants, and to also apply filters to your selection criteria. You might have a specific study that might want to guard against cultural bias, for example, and you'd be able to sample participants accordingly because there's a very large participant pool.
For my study, we wanted to exclude all of the people in the Behavioural Research Lab in the panel that had already participated in some research studies about physical activity. So with the help of the team from the research lab, we actually got our sample together, and they're really there to facilitate the whole process. Everything runs really smoothly here in the lab, so that's great because then as a researcher you can really concentrate on the experiments themselves.